understand. So that would be really nice.
Obviously, I have to ask you this as well, because I appreciate the focus is on this game, but how much attention will you also pay to what's happening in the Premier League tonight between Manchester City and Leicester? And will you be as calm as you told us you were watching the Manchester derby?
I will see. I don't know, but how much attention? So I'm not sure if there's any other football game tonight on telly. Maybe.
I'm just checking that you're going to watch it.
So that's yeah. So I'm not sure now if I watch it or not. But I will at around about 10 o'clock. I will probably know about the result. Anyway, and then I will know what I think. Then I have really no idea. Didn't think it through now. But we played against Newcastle two days ago, which was an unbelievably intense game, and the opponent didn't, if you want in the table, didn't really play for anything, because it couldn't happen a lot. Yeah, we will see what Leicester can do there, but no idea really.
Okay, we'll take one from Zed, then we're going to pass the microphone over to Juliet, and then we'll go around the room for people who've indicated yes.
Jürgen, so what exactly is the case with Mo? Is it just precaution that he won't be playing tomorrow?
Precaution? No, it's a concussion.
Yeah.
So, and that means then he would not even be allowed to play. So that's it. That's all. He feels okay, but it's not good enough from a medical point of view. That's all. He's desperate, everything, but we cannot do it. That's it.
Huh? Vinny, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I was just checking when they could play the weekend.
Yeah.
Nice to see you having a conversation like it's in your living room there, Vinny. If you'd like to pass the microphone to Juliet, that's okay. And then we'll go around the room. Yes, sir.
Jürgen, you've just said there that there's still a chance to make this season longer. People here have experienced the European nights, the comebacks, Dortmund being the one I think that sticks most recently in people's mind. One goal and the place will be rocking, won't it?
I would imagine that the place will be rocking before we score already, to be honest. That's what I expect. And then, if we can score, that's how it is. But look, we not only have to score, we have to deny Barcelona from scoring. And I don't know, it doesn't happen too often that Barcelona doesn't score at all. So we know about we know about how big the challenge is. It's no doubt. But this team it's just so, can I say, so wonderful that they will try, but we all will try 100%. But that doesn't mean it will work out. That's how it is as well. So the result of Barcelona didn't help a lot, honestly. But we were 3-0 down. We tried to score. We tried all the way through to score the one goal or the second goal as well. But that's now how it is. So we have that result, and we have to deal with that. But you only can, in my understanding, you only can deal with it if you do it step by step. Nobody should think about after 10 minutes, if you don't score now. The last 5 minutes are enough to score 3. Honestly, that's how it is. It would be cool if it's then still 0-0. So if you have to score 5, then that would make it slightly more difficult. But let's give it a try with all we have. That's how we always did it, and that's what we will do again.
Okay, we're going to pass another one. Jules, yes, of course, yes.
Is that the message then that you give to your players, or is that just coming from your players maybe to you? Because Robbo has spoken as well after the game at Newcastle that it's more hope than expectation, but while you've got that hope, you give yourselves a chance. Yeah,
because there's hope and it's football. We are far away from giving up, but we are not in a situation where we say, it will happen 100%. So, but it's football, and that's why we give it a try, and because of the boys and because of the character of the boys. Look, I don't want to. 2 of the world's best strikers are not available tomorrow night. That's not now, and we have to score 4 goals against Barcelona to go through after 90 minutes. Doesn't make life easier, but still, as long as we have 11 players on the pitch, and we will try it, and everybody knows that, and that's what we want to show, nothing else, and just to celebrate the Champions League campaign, to give it either way a proper finish or another go. So that's pretty much the plan. Just try it, and if we can do it, wonderful, and if not, then fail in the most beautiful way, if you want. So then, with the close result, nearly we would have done. We were so close or whatever. That's what you try then. But as I said, it's the difficult job to do, of course.
Okay, we're going to pass the microphone along the road to the lady with the headphones, and then we'll go along the road. Quite a few of you, I think, for our visitors. Yeah.
Good morning, Jürgen. Gemma Soler, ESPN. The fact that Barcelona were eliminated last year against Rome with that 3-0 in the Olímpico does give you hope to your players.
Yeah, but it was they had a 3-1 away. Yeah? They scored the away goal. That's what we didn't do. That's it's a big difference, obviously, but gives us that hope. Look, I don't want to sit here and give any reason to the Barcelona players and be even more motivated because I say we have this or that. Really, I don't want. So I have enough time to speak to my players until tomorrow night. We will do that. We have to make a lot of decisions until then. Who is fit? We played. Tomorrow night will be the third game in 6 days, and for Barcelona changed 11 positions on Saturday. Sunday or Saturday, I don't know when they played. So that's a massive difference as well, of course. So we have to do it our way, and that's what we will try. We cannot compare ourselves to Rome or to anybody else, but we don't have to. We don't have to. The boys showed often enough that they don't give up. But they will show it tomorrow night again. But we will see what the outcome is. I don't know.
Okay. Gentleman who's got the microphone now, and then the lady next.
Hello, Klopp. Marcelo Beckler for Esporte Interativo Brasil. When you plan the match for tomorrow, do you plan and do you imagine that you need 5 goals or 3 goals should be enough to go to the extra time?
We need 5 goals.
Yes, if Barcelona score 1, you need.
They score already in your mind. Yes, I know. Then we need 5. If they score twice, how many do we need then? That's now getting worse. So. No, we have to. No, but that's what I try to say. That you have to. If you want to win a football game, you have to respect the steps you have to make, and you cannot win 3-0 in the first 5 minutes. So even if you would be 3-0 up, but will not happen tomorrow night, then you didn't win it in the first. Then you have to deal with the new situation, whatever. So we have to be ready for 95 or even more minutes to try, and that's actually step by step. We should not concede. Means we have to be really good in defending, and we have to score. Means we need to be really creative offensively, and powerful, and straight, and direct, and stuff like that. And that's what we try.
Okay. Lady who has a
Cornelia
microphone.
Schlesinger, RTL German Television. I have a similar question to my colleague, but it would be great if you could give a brief answer in German.
I'm sorry. Because of the translation, the answer will need to be in English. Because it's being simulcast, so the answer will have to be in English, I'm afraid.
Very brief.
No, I'm sorry, but feel free to ask.
Okay.
But yeah.
He's always like this.
I think then we got the answer.
I ask him a lot of times if I can speak German. I said, no, sorry.
Okay, we got the answer.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. You okay? Sorry.
Hi, Francesc Latorre from TV Catalunya from Barcelona. How much different it's to play against Barcelona that is playing 4-3-3 or it's playing 4-4-2?
It's a difference. It was a difference in the game, but only because, 2 reasons. Not only because, 2 reasons for sure. Because Messi played then clear, more centrally between the lines, and we were obviously chasing the result, not the game, but the result. We wanted to score a goal or 2, and that gave then Messi the opportunity to be in his position. Yeah, but usually, so it's. Wherever Messi is, it will be difficult to deal with, and where Suarez is, will be difficult to deal with. But of course, it made in that game it was because of our situation. It was even more difficult because we couldn't. It's always like this: if you chase a result, you lose a bit focus on the other party. That's the risk you take. When you take risk against Barcelona, they punish you. That's how it is. You have to be solid all the time, and but I still like the way how we tried it. And in the end, we still defended it, apart from one situation, I would say, after they changed. Yeah, after 3-0, then they had the moments. That was clear. But before that, it was still okay. Yeah, it's a difference for sure.
Gentleman who's got the microphone now, and then we'll go there and over to the back.
Edu Polo, Deportivo, le pregunto en español si no le importa. Quizás no han hecho la traducción bien cuando le han preguntado por Salah anteriormente. en las entrevistas que ha hecho en televisión antes de venir aquí, ha dicho que Salah no va a jugar mañana. Y la primera respuesta han traducido que quizás no va a jugar. Quería saber si está descartado 100% Salah o hay alguna posibilidad de que pueda jugar el partido. Gracias.
I understood your translation. Unfortunately, I can confirm Mohamed Salah will not. What is the word? Niente, nada, whatever. No play. So, unfortunately.
Okay. We pass the microphone. In fact, yes, gentleman in the front. Gentleman in the front there, and then we'll go to gentleman with 0-1, and then the back, and that's the
Hello, Jürgen. Enric Gil, Catalunya Radio. In the first leg, you said you were satisfied with the performance, but not with the result. What do you think you need to change?
The result?
About the
I thought
performance?
the result. We changed the result. We keep the rest like it was, and we only change the result. We turn it around. That was the plan. And then give it another 2 times 15 minutes. That would be cool. Yeah. Look, it's as a football supporter, I would think it the same. I would say we only have to change to finish the situations off and to score from the chances you create. That's how it is. But as a manager, I'm used to accept that days like this happen where you create wonderful chances, fantastic moments. I would say that the piece of football we played and ended in James Milner's big chance was probably the best piece of football in the whole game. So that was this. The first goal of Barcelona was nice, but here the team play and involving the different players, it was just great. But we didn't score from it. That's how it is, and how can it happen? And as a manager, you have to accept that. I did that. So let me say it like that. In general, in football, it makes sense against Barcelona, especially if you have a chance, you better use it. You better use it because probably will not come up 500 times in a game, and they will use their chances on the other hand side. So that's it. But
Okay.
the performance would be cool if you could play similar.
The last 2 questions, if we can pass the microphone to the gentleman. The G starts up with 0-1, and then we'll go to, I think, our friend from, pretty sure it's South America. There you go. Thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Klopp. We have talked about Messi's performance, but as a German, do you understand that Ter Stegen is not yet the starter in the national team?
Look, I like Ter Stegen a lot. I like Manuel Neuer a lot, and thank God I don't have to make the decision, and I don't want to be involved in these discussions because I don't think it's too important for me or for even if whatever I would say wouldn't help Ter Stegen or Neuer. So why should I say then anything about it? It's obviously Germany has not a goalkeeper problem. That's good.
Okay. Final question for Jürgen. If you can pass the microphone to the gentleman there.
I think I know what's coming. The voice is back, eh?
It's still the same. Hello, Jürgen. You spoke with Messi when the game was over in Barcelona. I wanted to know if you said something to him, if you talked to him just...
Last week?
Yeah, at Camp Nou. This was the first part of the question.
Don't know. I don't know if I said something. But you think in these moments you can imagine, so it's better I didn't say that. Why you did that? No, but no, nothing.
And the second part is considering that you did almost everything right at Camp Nou. You play well, you have a lot of intensity, you develop the game, you had the ball possession, you created chances. Would you, and keeping in mind that you have to deny Barcelona as well tomorrow night, what will be your approach on how to contain a player like him, like Lionel Messi?
To delete the word almost. It's the plan. You have to be, it looks like you have to be perfect to beat them. Eh? So, and then we should try that. That's all. Doing that step by step. And yeah, creating an atmosphere, using an atmosphere. Celebrate the situation with good football. So it should be a football party. We don't and we don't drink during the game. So we should then no alcohol at least. So we should then celebrate with football. That's the plan. It's likely and it's possible, and a little bit likely, that it will be the last Champions League game for this campaign. So let's celebrate it with our legs, with our lungs, with good decisions, with sensational atmosphere and all that stuff, and then we will see what's the outcome.
Okay. Guys, thank you very much. Trent Alexander-Arnold will be in a few minutes, so if you can stay in the room, we'll kick the player.
Do they then get all headphones?
This?
Yeah.
I don't need to edit it, do I?
If it comes, the Spanish journalist in the room, so
Ah.
if it comes up in Spanish.
So.
Who's got it? You start from, yeah, it's first three for Sky.
Trent, a lot of the talk out the dressing room over the past few weeks has been of getting the job done in terms of putting pressure on City in the title race. So what chance do you give yourselves of getting the job done in overturning a 3-0 deficit in this tie with Barcelona?
I think we've obviously had decent results this season where we've scored more than 3 goals. So I think being at home obviously helps us. We've got the fans behind us. And I think there's still that sense of belief. We know obviously it's going to be really hard. It's not going to be a walk in the park. I think everyone's just got to be realistic, but we've definitely still got that belief within ourselves in the changing room that anything's possible, especially at Anfield, and hopefully we'll be able to produce one of them special nights here.
The boss though has just told us that Firmino and Mo Salah will miss out through injury. So how damaging is that to your hopes of scoring the goals required to get through?
Yeah, obviously you've got 2 of our main goal scorers off, but it also presents an opportunity for some other lads to come in and make a name for themselves and obviously make themselves heroes. And I think if we do overturn the deficit tomorrow, then whoever scores, the name will always be remembered, because I'm sure it'll be one of those really special nights. So I think it's an opportunity, and I think the lads who maybe don't get as many minutes as the others that are injured now will be looking to get their minutes and show why they deserve these type of opportunities.
While the focus is on this game with Barcelona, will you all be watching the City game tonight, and how will you be feeling watching it if you are?
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, there's no harm in watching, but it's important for us that our focus is on our game tomorrow. That's the main thing for us. No matter what happens with the City game, it's going to go to the last game of the season. So and last game of the season is a game that we always want to win. So no matter what they end up with tonight, our focus is still Barcelona, and then beyond that, it's still going to be winning against Wolves. So it's not really going to affect us too much, and we're not going to get caught up in the hype of whatever the result is. So, like I said, yeah, our main focus is on the game against Barca, and obviously producing something really special.
From someone from Liverpool who loves the club, how does it feel for you to be part of what's happening here, and of course being close to winning things with Liverpool?
Yeah, it's something that's obviously really special. It's something that I've always wanted to be involved in. This season's obviously been very special in terms of the results that we've got and the points that we've been able to pick up. So yeah, I think if you look at the progression that the club's made altogether in the last few seasons, it's been really good, and we've still got a lot of potential to unlock. So I think it's important for us to keep focusing, to keep our big players and to keep pushing forward, and hopefully next season we'll be able to do the same, if not better, if possible.
Well, you have now 11 assists, Andy Robertson 11 assists. Of course, that's a record. First of all, how pleasing is it to have that number, and then what about the competition between you two?
Obviously, yeah, first and foremost is about putting balls into the box and providing the attackers with good service to make them do what they do best. Obviously, to be involved in so many goals is something really, really good. It shows that we're doing something right, me and Robbo. But at the end of the day, it's important for us to get the 3 points. Yeah, that's the main thing for us, is the 3 points. We haven't really focused on that little competition that much. We've tried to provide as much as possible for the team, and I think whilst doing that competition, it's pushed us further. We've pushed each other to our limits, and we've showed that it's working for us. So I think tomorrow, if we're playing, then we'll hopefully be able to put a few more good balls into the box.
You have this wonderful understanding with Mo on the right side of the pitch, so he won't be playing tomorrow. How weird would it feel not to have him there?
No, I don't think it'll feel that strange. It's obviously we train with different lineups a lot. We train with different players in different positions, so it's not like we're not used to not playing with Mo. It's something that obviously we do in training as well. So yeah, I'm sure whoever it is that comes in and fills in for him will have an understanding with all the players, and that's the main thing for us, is to have that versatility and that squad depth to be able to for the lads to be able to come in and obviously do a job, and that's what we'll be hoping they'll be able to do tomorrow.
Okay, it's just Julia over there, if that's okay.
Trent, can we just go back to last week? I know you weren't involved, you were watching on from the bench, but what were your thoughts on that night last Wednesday?
I think obviously massively disappointed with the result, but as a performance I think it's maybe one of the best in the season for us so far. It was a strange one because we've obviously not really had too many of them results recently. We were on a decent win streak as well, so it was important for us to obviously put them performances in. We've showed that we're a really good side. I'm sure Barcelona will come here tomorrow with respect for us, and I think the stats from the game really paint a picture that not many teams can go and really dominate at the new camp. But yeah, it's one of those where you get punished against the top teams, against the top players, and we never took our chances on the night, and I'm sure hopefully if we get the same types of chances tomorrow, we'll be able to put them away and punish them.
And I was just wondering if we can rewind to 2016. Andy Robertson's spoken about, this week being more hope than expectation because of you've got obviously the big game coming up at the weekend and this one. But I was just wondering, because that was the last big European comeback here at Anfield, and we know what the atmosphere can be like. I was just wondering what you were doing in 2016. Were you here as a fan, or were you at home, or what were you doing?
Yeah, I was here as a fan. Like you said, yeah, it was one of them special nights. It's one that you won't forget. You always remember where you are when them type of things happen. So it's important for us to give that belief, and I'm sure the fans believe that we have it in us, especially as a team like this, that we've got it in us to score that many goals and to hopefully not concede. But obviously, that realistically, it's a really uphill battle for us. But I think it's important to have that belief as well. It's a little bit of there's a slim possibility, but the possibility is still there. So while it's still there, we'll believe with everything that we've got that we can do it, and as a team we've got to go out there and be fearless and to not hold back at all. I think that's the only way that we probably get the result that we want, is to not hold back and to go out there with no fear and focus on ourselves. I think if we get caught up with thinking about the players that they've got and fearing them and holding players back, then I don't think that's really going to work for us. It's all about everyone getting involved and trying to score as many goals as possible, really.
And I think that's what the manager's been quite keen to put across, because, with that hope, you give yourself a chance, although the reality of it is it's going to be pretty tough. But he was talking just a few moments ago about making it, it should be a football party, because it possibly is your last Champions League game at home this season. So if there is a chance to reflect what you've achieved as a club this season in the last 9 to 10 months, how would you look back on it?
Massive. I think both League and Champions League have been really good. I think we haven't been beaten in the league here, and obviously if you think back to the games that we've had the PSG game was special in the way that we won that, and the Napoli game was special in its own right as well, because we needed a certain type of result to go through, and everyone pushed together as a whole club to get that result and make sure we got into the knockout stages. So I think, yeah, even this season we've had setbacks in the Champions League, but we've showed that the competition's massive for us. The club's always had that special bond with the Champions League. I think if you ask the fans, there's always been that sense of something special in the air, no matter who we're playing or what opposition it is. There's always that special relationship, and and growing up, I think you get taught that the club's always had a special history with the Champions League, and we'll be looking tomorrow to obviously continue that and make it back-to-back finals.
Thank you. Just go to James Pearce, if that's okay.
Trent, if you start tomorrow night, obviously you could have Philippe Coutinho flying at you down that flank. What do you make of that challenge? And also, does it help the fact that you know his game so well from having trained with him previously?
Yeah, suppose he's obviously a really tricky player. He's someone that can go both sides. But yeah, it's important not to give them type of players too much space and not too much respect, because that's when they probably hurt you the most, when you stand off them and they can pick passes and take you on. So I think it'll be important to really suffocate their players to get the ball back as high up as possible and make sure that they get as less a service as possible, really. If you stop them from having the ball, then they can't really hurt you. So the main thing for us is to attack with everything that we've got, and to keep the ball as high up the pitch as possible, and when we do lose it, get it back as soon as possible, and hopefully there'll be gaps for us to hurt them. But like I said, it's a team full of world-class players, and it's going to be a really tough battle, but I'm sure we'll be able to match them and hopefully be able to punish them.
Gentleman in the middle there. No, put these on there.
Gracias. Gerard Romero de RACU. No pudiste jugar la ida, no sé qué manera tienes de parar a Leo Messi. ¿Qué crees que si mañana juegas vas a tener que hacer para parar a Leo?
What do you think you will need to do to stop Leo Messi?
Obviously, world-class player, probably the best in the world. It's going to be a really tough battle, but I think, in fairness to the lads, we kept them quiet for maybe 88 minutes during that game, and he's produced something really special. But it just goes to show that you got to be concentrated for the whole 90 against him, especially. But like I said earlier, it's about having that respect, but not too much respect. We can't be scared to look silly against him. We've got to try and win the ball back as soon as possible and stop him and obviously the other players in that team from hurting us.
Okay, just had a final question.
Hi, Francesc Latorre from TV Catalunya. We are preparing a feature about You'll Never Walk Alone moment here at Anfield. That is something very unique. As a player, how do you describe your feelings, your sensations at the moment that the stadium is singing the song?
It's really special. It's something that's unique for the club. The stadium, the fans, everyone gets involved. It's inspiring. You got their motivation. You hear the song. You see everyone really getting involved. You know that they're all here to support you as a player and the team, and you want to do everyone proud. It's something that really motivates all of us. It's something that we all look forward to, and hopefully we'll be able to repay all the fans for their incredible support tomorrow by getting a result that they want.
Okay. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.